Yo, peace and love. Neighborhood niggas checking in, good in the hood. And today, I want to talk to y'all about a simple concept: worlds. Okay, so let's jump into it. Um, when it comes to worlds, what world are you living in? All right, we all heard of the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Live in the world, but not be of it. All right. So, what is that really talking about? Well, when you really think about worlds, you have to understand that we all live in different worlds, or some of us live in the same world. This whole construct that we are currently in is a created world. The world and the earth are two separate things. All right? The earth is what we live on, but the world is something that we create for ourselves. So, this world that we're currently living in is a world that has profited off of, what some people consider evil, like, what I'm saying, taking advantage of others, things like that. You'll notice that some of the most richest people in this world, which can be defined by whatever you consider rich, but they don't walk a straight and narrow path. You know what I'm saying? It's all about balance. So the world as we know it is already coming to an end, and you can kind of see that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you know, the earth is going to blow up and, we'll all die. That's not necessarily the case. With the world ending, it's necessarily the things that we do, the way we move, the way we think, the religions that we feed into, the ideologies that we give into, the government that we rely on. These things are starting to be tested. These things are coming to an end. So that means that there's a new world that needs to be created. All right? People, for those who play video games and stuff, you're when you log into that game, you're in that world. All right. So obviously, like, for those y'all ever play like Spyro the Dragon or something like that, you would travel to different worlds. You would have different levels, but that in itself is a created world. All right. And you have to keep in mind the notion of the concept as above, so below. There are many different worlds here, and there are many different worlds on different levels. Um, but the main thing to understand is that there's nothing to fear because, like I always state, change is the only constant. So as these new worlds come about, you have to be able and be willing to navigate through these new worlds, but always do what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? Best for the people, your loved ones around you. You know. So, um, with that being said, with this new world created, coming to fruition, it's really a world that has to do with AI, and we can see it as we, maneuver every day. You know what I'm saying? We have cell phones. You know, people get on lives. We have FaceTime. We have all these different technologies that we are able to use to better assist our everyday living, right? Well, this new world is heavily incorporated with AI. So you see um, innovative pioneers like Elon Musk promoting things like the Neuralink, which is combining AI with the physical body in order to access um, other sides of your physical body that you can do naturally. Because one thing we have to understand is the concept living in the world but not being of it. So the same way these people are getting these people are wanting to use neural links and things like that to enhance themselves. You can do that same enhancement through the will of your own mind, through the will of connecting to the universe, connecting with the God that's within yourself, connecting with the essence that connects everything around that's within you. When you do the work, you get the result. And a lot of things that we create outside of us are just things that are, um, you know, they are tools, but they are reflections of what's already within us. So, for example, cell phones, how we use to communicate. But at the same time, if you are able to gain a connection and being in the right frequency with others, You can use telepathic communication. You wouldn't need a phone. You wouldn't even need to speak. You would just use your mind. And I know this for a fact because I know people that do this. I've actually had a telepathic conversation before, on a few occasions. And the thing about that is that this is things that are natural, but people want to make them seem supernatural. Well, they're just because it's just because we have been out of tune with ourselves. So what I'm saying is that as we transition and continue to move into this new world that people are trying to bring into light, you have to realize that you have a choice. You know, you have a choice to live within your own world and maneuver through this world, or assimilate into the world that they're creating. They being, the people who have the most influence and power over this construct that's already going on. Yeah, so it's important that going forward, realize that nothing lasts forever. But as we elevate, as the things around us elevate, we should also be elevating. So, as you see technology increasing and things of that nature, you should also be increasing your own technology. What is your technology? Your technology is this vessel. This is supreme high technology that we have forgotten to use. And you know it's technology because when you die, this vessel stays here, but your soul, the essence that inhabits this vessel, leaves. It goes to somewhere else, to another world, to another, another state of being. So it's important that you understand how to take full advantage of the technology that you already have, so that you don't have to necessarily rely on the things of the world that keep you caught up in this structure, this construct. Create your own construct, create your own structure, because you are a creator. You are built in the image of the creator. Therefore, what does that make you? A creator. So keep that in mind as you ask yourself, what are worlds? And what world do you want to create? What world do you want to be a part of? Anyway, that's all I want to talk to y'all about today. Hope y'all have a great, wonderful, prosperous day and continue to stay up and continue to raise the frequency. Peace and love.